Three big predictions for the New York Jets during the 2025 NFL season. As the New York Jets get set to start the 2025 NFL campaign, there is an air of mystery surrounding the club. After a disastrous 2024 campaign, the Jets have undergone a complete organizational changeover, and not much is expected heading into next season with a new head coach, Aaron Glenn, at the helm. The team has been unable to escape its 14-year playoff drought and has suffered through 9 straight losing seasons. But every new season opens up new possibilities for growth and excitement, and the 2025 season is no exception. Although many analysts are forecasting yet another rebuilding year for the Jets, we will now look more in-depth and analyze 3 bold predictions that just might make a change of fortunes for the team in 2018. Those predictions are based on guys coming through when called upon, lines clicking on both sides of the ball, and, really, a few unforeseen steps in the right direction. Hot take number 1. Justin Fields will lead the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. The move was infuriating to many fans and analysts when the Jets selected Justin Fields with their new starting quarterback. Though Fields has flashed moments of greatness, his inconsistency as a passer has prompted questions about whether he is the right quarterback to usher the Jets into the next era of their existence. But in potentially Fields' only season as New York's starting quarterback, we're calling that he'll do something unique. Finish as the NFL's leader in quarterback rushing yardage. Read on before you close the window and dismiss this as a way too early prediction. Fields' history as a dual-threat quarterback. 2 years later, playing for the Chicago Bears, Fields racked up 1,143 rushing yards that season, a gaudy figure that led him to being the top rusher out of the quarterback spot that year. While Fields may not have been the most efficient passer in 2022, his running ability was second to none. The only player to have rivaled him in rushing yards at that position in recent years has been Lamar Jackson. Even though Jackson has been the league lead rusher among quarterbacks for a few years in a row, Fields' talent and new home in New York will put him in line for another revolutionary season on the ground. The Jets are projected to have a run-heavy offensive system in 2025 under new head coach Aaron Glenn. With very little talent at receiver and no reliable pass catchers beyond Garrett Wilson, it also behooves the Jets to lean heavily on the run game from both their running backs and their quarterbacks. Fields is the more dynamic athlete and gives a team flexibility to create big plays with his legs, whether on designed runs or scrambling out of the pocket when his passing options are locked up. The Jets have terrible offensive line talent as an Achilles heel, but it's suddenly looking very stout in 2025. With 3 first-round picks on the offensive line, both tackles, Armand Membu and Olu Fashanu, and guard Elijah Vera Tucker, the unit should be better in both pass protection and run blocking. That all creates the perfect storm for Fields to take off with his legs. By limiting Fields' exposure as a thrower, which has always been a part of his career, the Jets will keep him as a running threat to help minimize the chances of making mistakes throwing the ball. And with Fields' athleticism and the offense the new pickup carried with him from Ohio State, he may be able to supplant Lamar Jackson as the league's top quarterback rusher by 2025. It may not be enough to solidify his future as New York's long-term starter, but it will be a significant glimmer of hope for a team in dire need of playmaking ability. Hot take number 2. Will McDonald leads the NFL in sacks. The Jets' defense was one of the few bright spots in 2024, but like so many others, they struggled to generate a consistent pass rush and finish games. But 2025 will be a breakout campaign for third-year sack artist Will McDonald, who in his 3rd season will be the NFL's sack leader, a throne last occupied by a Jet, Mark Gastineau, 41 years ago. The box score says McDonald, a 2023 first-round pick, increased his production in year 2. In 2024, he had 10.5 sacks, tied for 12th in the league. And his development since his rookie season, when he had just 3 sacks, is a good indication that McDonald is poised for a monster 2025. But McDonald is not just a sack machine. He is an elite pass rusher. In 2024, he ranked 7th in the NFL with 38 QB pressures, 6th in hurries, and 9th in quarterback knockdowns. McDonald's will only grow in 2025. He is in line to begin at left defensive end for the Jets, a spot he has won during his strong showing last season. The Jets' defensive line got a boost with Jermaine Johnson coming back from an Achilles injury and the signing of defensive tackle Harrison Phillips in a trade. McDonald will have benefit from more one-on-one matchups up front, as Quinnen Williams will keep the middle locked down, and teams will not be able to key in solely on the rookie during passing situations. Also, McDonald's sack upside is increased because he'll be playing in pass-happy systems in 2025, which will put him in more drop-back situations for opponents. As the NFL's lead pass rushing unit, the Cincinnati Bengals played a 4-8 defense in 2024, which primed Trey Hendrickson for the sack title. McDonald can sure enjoy himself here. McDonald is certainly not a finished product just yet, particularly in run support, but his pass rushing ability is not in doubt. With all the added chances and support system, McDonald could definitely work his sack total all the way towards the top of the league and be a significant threat to win the 2025 NFL Sack Leader Award. Bold prediction number 3. Jelani Woods will finish second on the Jets in receiving touchdowns. Now that's a scare. Jelani Woods will finish second in receiving touchdowns for the Jets in 2025. Yes, you read that right. Although Woods has been barely a blip on the radar for the Colts through his brief NFL tenure, the wideout's transition to the Jets may provide an opportunity to bring out his potential as a red zone target in New York's offense. A waiver claim out of the Colts, Woods hasn't seen game action since his first year in 2022, when injuries put him on the shelf. His rookie training camp gave a hint of that, though. Despite starting only 2 games and seeing the field for just 33% of offensive plays, Woods had 3 touchdown receptions in 2022. At a slightly larger 6 feet 7 inches, 253, and with significantly better athleticism, he is an ideal target in the red zone, which just so happens to be exactly where the Jets could use him the most. Fields, a quarterback who loves to throw to tight ends, was going to rely heavily on his big targets in the passing game. While tight ends have always been catered to in Fields' offenses, and the Jets figure to feature a tight end-heavy attack under Glenn, Woods can carve out a role for himself. With Mason Taylor, the Jets' second-round pick, set to start at tight end his rookie season, Woods would likely be the best tight end on the depth chart, which doesn't exactly inspire fear. Jeremy Ruckert, stone smart. His size and dominance in the red zone will be hard to resist. If Woods can stay healthy and ends up as the Jets' T2, he could easily become a red zone favorite in 2025. A realistic estimate would be 5 to 6 touchdowns, which would probably be second on the team behind Garrett Wilson. Woods' prowess in the red zone, together with his size and Fields' penchant for tight ends, could give the Jets another wrinkle in an offense that's starving for playmakers. The way ahead. Don't sleep on the Jets in 2025. There's not a lot of buzz around the New York Jets getting to the playoffs in 2025, but the possibilities are evident. If some of the above prognostications come true, the image painted is of a team that can make up the difference and command the league's attention in the coming season. Fields can break all the rushing records. McDonald can take his place as among the better sack artists, and Woods could develop into a red zone target. But the Jets have enough happening this year. And while these rosy predictions are fun to dream on, they're hardly writ in stone. If the Jets manage to stay healthy and their next coaching staff is able to develop these players, 2025 could be the start of a new era for the team. The fans are starving for a competitive, playoff-contending Jets team, which has been a long time coming. And are these aggressive 2025 predictions for the Jets on point? Only time will tell. But with a new quarterback, young playmakers on both sides of the ball, and a fresh coaching staff, the Jets might be on the verge of something here. Be sure to check back for what could be a memorable season for Gang Green.